Alright, here goes. Greetings, everyone! It is I, EB Minion. So, I wanted to try something a little different today. I sort of got a roster, or maybe a queue of things I needed to play / run on my computer at some point. The only problem is, my computer is old. It was made back in 2006. My Dell brand Dimension E510 is a decent enough machine, and I've enjoyed it for doing all kinds of things, you know. It runs music just fine, it plays movies, sure, plays video games up to a certain point, I can handle it for making my projects, you know, all the stuff you use a computer for. But I'm beginning to notice, as time goes on, that the limitations of my computer are starting to show. You can see the crow's feet pop out next to its eyes, you know? You can almost see, like, cracks are developing whenever I try working with anything that was made after 2008. So I thought, okay, I'll use this as part of my show. Let's get started right away, shall we? Today's EB Minions PC challenge is... how well can it emulate a PlayStation 2? Let's take a look at the stats and then you can place your bets. Alright, this ACPI multiprocessor PC features Windows XP Pro Service Pack 3. It has an NVIDIA GeForce 7300 LE video card with a 64-bit memory interface and a memory bandwidth of 5.2 gigabytes per second. It has a dual Intel processor system featuring two Intel Pentium 4 chips, each with a CPU of 3 GHz. There are two half-gig RAM chips inside the system, giving me a total of 1 GB of RAM. But can it take on the PlayStation 2? Let's take a look and find out. Okay, so, it's looking fine so far. Now loading, that seems about right. Just give it a second. Okay, come on. Waiting. Alright, alright. Black. That's a... Okay, hey there, Atlus. I was waiting for you. Where you been, man? I used to play this game all the time, and, that doesn't seem right. You know, it's weird because I've got the, speed settings for this emulator up all the way. It's not going to do that the entire time, is it? Well, you know, maybe that was just... Maybe that was just something else. Okay. I love this game, you know. I've always loved just going from the beginning and watching this story. Oh my god. Is it gonna do this the entire time? Shoot, I need to skip this. Why isn't the X button working? I thought you could skip this. I remember being able to do that when I first had a PlayStation 2. Dude, I can't skip this cutscene. Oh my god. Okay, I'm sorry, everybody. I think I better just skip this part. Unfortunately, as I soon found out, the entire game plays like this. Everything is choppy, like the entire game is happening underwater all of a sudden. The biggest problem being that, again, I can't seem to skip this big initial cutscene. I sure recall being able to, you know, do that before. I don't know why it suddenly isn't working, you know? And start button, nothing. X button, nothing. And I had this configured on the controller. It's so sad, because I always thought the voice acting was actually really charming and well done on Atlus's part. But now listen to it. I don't think I really have to tell you, but the rest of the game doesn't play any better than this. I mean, look at this. This is just me walking around the castle, beginning of the level. And if it seems any faster than those cutscenes were going, that's probably just because the scripting causes the game to run more slowly. I say that, but with the PlayStation 2, if there were any differences in the runtime, you wouldn't even notice them. Here, it's the difference between the sun and the moon. I mean, now at least, I can interact with the game, you know. That takes a bit of the edge off, when it wasn't just a long cutscene that kept me from doing anything at all until it ended. But that's not the worst of it. Let's go to an actual, you know, map in this game. Now I'm actually going to speed up the clip a little bit for you because it'd be kind of boring watching the entire thing play out from beginning to end, trust me. So if it looks at all tolerable, if the pace actually looks like you could stand it, it's only because I've adjusted it for your viewing convenience. Thank me, please. Anyway, just notice, even then, how jilted and stilted everything is when they're trying to play. You know, the cursor just takes a long time to go from point A to point B. Just watch. Suffice it to say, the game as it stands is barely playable. I mean, I actually managed to get through this map. I managed to play all the way up to when you get to Mid-Boss's castle. Actually managed to play through all the tutorial levels, but it was a grind. It really wasn't worth the time spent in it. So, for this episode of EB's PC Gaming Challenge, or just EB's PC Challenge, I'm giving this one to Disgaea 2. Disgaea 2 wins over my PC. Thanks for watching, everybody, and see you around.